Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. We actually have a duo action figure review. We've got the Unrivaled Collection, series number 15. We've got the regular and Chase, the Devil MJF, and well, this was a interesting brief little time period for AEW, and I say it like that because the Devil gimmick really didn't last all that long, and it phased out probably just about as quick as it came in, really. But honestly, when we were going through the whole fake Devil and who was the real Devil and da-da-da-da-da, after MJF revealed himself the first time and then someone took it, that's where it kind of got a little interesting. But I don't know. I do like the way these figures look in packaging, and I'm definitely excited to get into this duo action figure review, as obviously there's a little bit of differences. As you can tell, we've got a unique sculpt here, we've got a unique accessory here, we've got a unique head scan on both figures. Either way, however you look at it, we've got some fun going all the way around. And well, with that all being said, why don't we break out the trusty knife that is open from the unboxing, because yes, we are technically recording this the hour after the unboxing video that we just uploaded. So yeah, we'll probably end up talking more about that, but why don't I shush the hell up and we can get into these figures and their, unique differences, I guess you could say, even though they really don't look all that different. Alrighty, you guys, now that we've got both of these figures out of their plastic prisons, I can't lie, I kind of sat here, messed around with both of the figures a little bit, enough to know that I am gonna enjoy these figures for years to come, potentially. And that's just because both do deal with a issue that is the same issue on both figure, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. As you can tell though, one thing I did do before we go over the accessories, kept the jacket on this one, and I took the jacket off of this one. Nothing you need to remove the jacket, it'll come off, just be careful taking it off so you don't tear it or whatever. But yeah, you can kind of have like a semi-ring gear all black figure dude here, depending on if you choose to use the mask or not. I don't know, but hey, at least we've got a little bit of an option here, I'm sure, because everything is the exact fucking same. So realistically, we won't go over anything on both sets of figures, but the accessories and the head scans, I will just take a nice glance at the jacket. We'll get a nice up close look at the one figure, but I'm not gonna go too far into detail, because they are quite literally the same exact figure, which I mean makes sense. Obviously it makes sense, I'm not bitching or nothing, but either way, why don't we get into the action figure accessories now? First things first, both sets of figures do come with 2 accessories each, one interchangeable hand, and then one random accessory, I guess you could say. This one comes with the casino ladder match chip, and then this one comes with the what the fuck is the pattern, Burberry scarf pattern? I can't remember what the pattern exactly is, but yeah, they both come with 2 different sets of interchangeable goods. And when it comes to this interchangeable hand, the other interchangeable hand is a pointer finger that's already pre-set up on the figure. So yeah, with all that being said, there really ain't too much to get into here, but looking at this casino chip, I am pretty happy at the little bit but realistic amount of detail that we do get on this casino chip. I'm also happy that there is a way for him to hold it despite him having just like weapons slash potentially grappling hands. He does not have one mic hand, which is kind of an odd thing to think about. But then this one obviously comes with this mask. Ooh, whoops, I didn't realize I was very far off course here. The mask I didn't realize ever had a hole in it when I seen reviews on this figure, but not many reviews did I see, so that would probably explain that. But it's obviously this guy here. See, they're both MJF, but this guy here, but his mask is a little bit more squished. It's a nice detail either way. And now with that being said, why don't we, get into this action figure? I will say sorry if I'm kind of like running a little low on fumes here. It is like 10 o'clock where I'm at. I'm super tired, and not just that, but also it is hot as hell being under all these lights during the summertime. So we might just review this one for the morning time, and then we won't have to worry about doing anything else after we get these guys done. But speaking of finishing up this review, when it comes down to detail and stuff, it's really all in the mask. Everything's all black from head to toe, even including the jacket. Though I do appreciate the way the sculpt is here, because if you remove the jacket, it doesn't look like the arms are bulky and shit. They don't look like they shouldn't be a part of this black like turtleneck shirt. But it does have some nice detail with like the little bits of folds in the shirt and in the pants and stuff like that. You do get some nice articulation down here in the legs as far as the calf rotation. You do get ankle rotation on both of these figures, which is odd. Double jointed knees. Some nice kick forward as well too. Like, this figure can pose with the best of them, I'd say. Too bad my one ankle is very fucking loose on both figures, but meh, that's besides the point. Can't control a loosey-goosey ankle unless you want to put a rubber band around it. I can't really say I see much detail now that I'm looking at them like up close. They almost kind of look like they were supposed to be fingerless gloves, but they kind of fucked up at the beginning. Ooh, my bad. Had a little tickle in my throat there. I don't know, I'd say this like a finger glove here looks more like a glove. The pointer finger glove looks more like a glove than the mic holding glove, and I don't know, I'm not having a very great time, but I am enjoying these figures so far. I really do. Like I said, they compose with the best of them. It's just the fact that those ankles are loose, so they are hard as fuck to stand. But of course, you got this jacket here that also goes on the figure. I kind of wanted to go over that before we get into the main event, realistically, because, it's kind of plain Jane simplistic. It's got pockets on it. It's nice and soft, so, it can fold up quite well. It can be put on and off the figure quite easily. And it is quite exactly the same as the one that's on that MJF, so keep that in mind. But yeah, now we can get into this devil head scan, and I'm loving this mask head scan so far. As at least we get detail when it comes down to this. The other, I don't know exactly what to say about the other head scan. We can get to it when we get there, but just know I am enjoying this head scan a lot more. I guess you could say it like that, but yeah, like the horns being the way they are, because they're actually not like soft. They can kind of like bend a little bit, but they're not as like posable. Like if you see that, like my fingers actually poking into the horn more than they are posing. So I'd say so far this is actually probably a pretty top tier head scan, despite it literally just being a white face on a black mask. But I've got plans for this head scan. I don't know, you'll see. As far as head scans go though, I am digging the way this looks. Honestly, I might like pose this up on the shelf kind of like this. But yeah, it's really neat to kind of get these chases and stuff like that, though I will definitely say, if I did not own both, little yawn, I'm sorry, but if I did not own both, honestly, I don't know how I'd feel if I owned the rare over the original, just because the mask is very important to this character, and well, just the whole character arc in general. But yeah, I don't know, I do like this head scan though. It's not terrible. I think the beard could have been done a little bit better, because like if you look at him on the back of the box, his like chin strap thing there doesn't go down like that far. When it hits his chin, it doesn't just round out and go shooting back up like it does on the figure. But it's not a terrible head scan. I think if anything, there's a little bit too much beard on this one side compared to this side. Like, it looks like this side walked over, stole his neighbor's beard, put it on his own face, and walked away, and we just haven't noticed it yet. But I don't know. Anyway, with all that being said, why don't I shut up and we can kind of just pose these figures up and get into my final thoughts on these guys. Alrighty, you guys, now that we've got both of them all posed up, I thought this would kind of just be a little unique, nice pose, instead of busting out a ladder and doing a whole bunch of extra. But yeah, with all that being said, how do I feel about both of these figures? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I do enjoy both of these figures so far, though I can't lie, off camera I did just sit there and take the time to wrap a rubber band around the one's foot, and I'll probably proceed to do that with another one off camera as well. And honestly, after that I might go to fucking bed. I'm not exactly too sure, but at the end of the day, I do enjoy these figures. I do like them. I do kind of hate how they are just like literally two in the same figure, instead of getting both of these figures essentially combined. We could have gotten the hands, like all three interchangeable hands. We could have gotten the poker chip, the scarf, and then two interchangeable heads, but no. Instead, they broke it into two figures and make you have to either get lucky or pay extra money in the aftermarket, which I'm not exactly mad I did. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy am I here? Realistically, both of them come with the same amount. They are the same figure. They're just a little bit unique in their own ways. When it comes to the standard, I think I'm going to give him a good solid, honestly, a good solid 7 out of 10. Because, like, for what you're looking at and what you're going for here, this is pretty damn accurate. Pretty damn solid. I can't really complain too much, but that bum foot really fucking bugs me. As far as the MJF back here, honestly, in my opinion, If it wasn't for how cool that one hand was, I'd rate this honestly lower than I would the standard. And I say it like that just purely because the head scan, honestly, the more and more I look at it, the more awful I feel like it really is. Sorry, I keep yawning. I am so tired, but I'm really not at the same time. Like, I feel like I could fed Cody versus Will at least for like another hour. But anywho, I'm not actually saying I started filming that yet, but like I could film it for like the next hour and then go to bed instead. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, honestly, both of these figures are pretty plain Jane. So I wouldn't recommend you pay the extra money for the rare one unless you really want it like I did. And even then, the head scan's kind of shit, so hopefully you own some form of other MJF to maybe put that head scan on there instead. And I think I can give you a few examples of that either at the end or if you follow me over on Instagram. But yeah, just with that being said, I'm gonna give them both solid 7s out of 10s. One's realistically not all that much better than the other, as I feel like they both kind of balance each other out in which one you should need more or less. Though I highly recommend you need the original before you get the standard, but what the fuck do I know, right? With all that being said, I gave them both the same ranking, so on the Dave Meltzer star rating, the good old 1 to Young Buck match, what would I rank them on a scale of 1 to 5 stars? Honestly, I think when it comes down to it, a good solid 3 does it justice for both of these figures. And with that being said, honestly, I don't have all that much more to say, so if you liked the video, feel free to like the video, but if you did not like the video, well, womp womp, I guess, but if you did like the video, feel free to go check out some of my other action figure content. We've got a lot of good shish going up, like that unboxing video I mentioned earlier, my 3-year YouTube anniversary unboxing video. I let that one go a little bit early, because how much stuff I've got, I feel like I've got enough content for the week and then some. Everybody's going to be eating good this month as far as content goes. So, yeah, can't really complain about that. But, not just did we have that 3-year anniversary unboxing, we also have plenty more like the Cody and Will hype package for the Pick Fed. We've got the 6-man tag match from the Pick Fed. We've got a lot of different stuff Pick Fed related and all that good jazz. Oh wait, no, that was Balor versus Bronson Reed. I said the 6-man tag and then a different tag match, I think. But it's whatever. You guys get the gist. Shameless plug. Hopefully you guys go and check out some of my other content if you are interested, but at least if anything, if you guys could, feel free to subscribe. We are currently sitting at 414 subs, currently on the rise to 500, the good old half a thousand. So if you guys could, feel free to do that, as I honestly would gladly appreciate it if we could get something going there. But yeah, I guess with all that being said, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because realistically I don't have nothing else to say, and I'm also not in your time zone. But meh, whatever. If I were, hopefully I'd enjoy it. But obviously you live there, so you must enjoy it somewhat. But yeah, on that note, I don't know. I kind of forgot. Deuces, ooses. Yee. Gotcha a little bit there, didn't I? Well, if you guys did stay tuned in this long, you can easily see why I would choose the head scan that I just put on here more than I would like this one. Like, I like the pissed off grimacing look, but I really just hate how the beard looks, if you get the drift here. Like, it should have really looked like this one, where it's not as, like, thick and shit. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but now we're signing out. Deuces, ooses, yeet.